Well, guys, we're going to be talking about Jussie Smollett, a.k.a. Jussie Smollett, but I like to call him Jussie Smollett. Now, Jussie Smollett, it seems like he actually beat the system because it seemed like years ago he was actually convicted for staging a fake hate crime. And make no mistake about it, guys, this man was lying through his teeth. Everybody could actually see it. Why would white MAGA Trump supporters actually be in Chicago in a gay area in a polar vortex to go after him? Now, Jussie Smollett is a D-list actor. Okay, he's not super duper famous, but he did appear on Empire. And boy, Jussie Smollett goes on TV and he's crying. He's like, if a little gay black boy sees this, the man was lying. He was flat out lying. He got convicted. And you know what? If he actually did serve his 150-day sentence, he would have been out a long, long time ago. But apparently, Jussie Smollett, after what? Maybe a week in jail, he got out because, I guess. He's appealed and they let him out on appeal. But do you guys actually think he's actually going to go back to jail where he belongs? He needs to serve out his sentence. But Jussie Smollett, the criminal that he is a free man. Now, the Osundairo brothers, they are the quote-unquote white MAGA Trump supporters that participate in this. They have now broke their silence on Jussie Smollett. Then there was some rumors going out, that they were gay lovers with Jussie. I don't know about all that. It's besides the point. Well, they actually were on with Fox, and they actually told their side of the story here. And it seems like, they're not really big fans of Jussie Smollett. They thought he was a good actor, but they thought he was really, really crazy to go out there and stage a fake hate crime. Let's go ahead and watch some of this, guys.
They took our beautiful bench.
This is where we waited for Jussie to come before we attacked him. So we got here with 10 minutes to spare, and we had to plan our escape route to survey the land. His building is actually right here, right above the stairs that we're going to attack him at. We made sure we got there at 2 a.m. sharp.
On the dot.
On the dot. We had no phones because he did not want us to bring any phones.
The reason why he probably didn't want them to bring phones is because of geo-tracking. Because I've actually watched the ID channel. They can solve a whole bunch of crimes by tracking your phone.
He said, so we don't lose them. I don't know if that's really the reason, but you can deduce your own reason. So 2 a.m., he was nowhere to be found. He was not there. So we were like, damn, what do? We didn't have no way of contacting him. He had no way of contacting us. So we waited here for about, what, 4 minutes?
It was about 4
Roughly
minutes,
4 minutes.
but it felt like forever.
Because it was cold as balls. So I saw him out the corner of my eye.
And this way it gets really, really funny here.
And I was like, okay, that's him. Let's go. We gotta go get this Empire fat. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Is that him?
That's that neck.
It's that neck.
Get that neck.
Oh, he's moving fast. Come on, let's get him.
Get that neck.
Let's get him. As we crossed the street, we said, hey, to get his attention.
Hey, Nick.
Hey. He turned around, looked at us, and that's when we started yelling the famous slurs he wanted us to yell. Hey.
Aren't you that Empire?
Hey, Empire fat Nick. It's MAGA country. And then he said, what did you say to me? And then that's when I threw the first punch at him. I held the blow because I didn't want to hurt him, of course. So I made it look real, but I held it. Then we started tussling, moving around, and then I threw him to the ground. He wanted it to look like he fought back. That was very important for him because he said, hey, don't just beat my ass, make it look like I'm fighting back and whatnot. So we did that. And then I threw him to the ground. And after I threw him to the ground, he had no bruise. I wanted it to look more real. So then I threw him to the ground. After I threw him to the ground, I used my knuckle and gave him a noogie. So I went like this. Wow.
Yeah, so if you actually see the picture of Jussie Smollett, you'll see he has like a scratch below his eye. That's what he's talking about right there, because he didn't really hit Jussie.
Why did I do that? To give him a scar, to give him a mark, to make it look real, like he really did get his ass beat. After I did that, I fake kicked him. I don't know what he was doing. I wasn't paying attention.
That's where I came around with the bleach, the infamous bleach in the hot sauce bottle, poured it on his shirt. Then I finally put the rope around his face. I did not put it around his neck. I just placed it on his face, and that's when we took off.
Wow, this seems like some type of a spy movie right there. Wow, that was amazing right there. Amazing. The Osundairo brothers tell their side of the story. And Jussie Smollett is nothing more than a flat out liar. And based on this, Jussie Smollett's career should be over. It should be over. But for some reason, we live in an era now where, fake victimhood actually does get you a whole bunch of money. But what Jussie did was probably on a whole nother level here. And I don't know if he's going to have a career because nobody believes him. I mean, nobody believes him. Now, when we actually first found out about this whole thing, boy, there was a bunch of people on the left, man. They were praising him. And then the evidence didn't match up. And then they started to distance themselves from Jussie. And I don't know what Jussie's actually doing. I don't. He needs to go back to jail. This man is a convicted criminal. He has not served his time. He has not paid his debt to society. And he's never going to come out and actually admit that he made this whole thing up. This thing was a hoax. And a whole bunch of people could have got hurt because of this. It is guys like Jussie Smollett, LeBron James, Colin Kaepernick. They're the ones that's bringing back race relations 100 years. This is what they want. Jussie Smollett knew. He absolutely knew that this thing was made up and he was the architect. And he should actually go to jail. 150 days, I believe he's actually getting off pretty easy. Pretty easy. But I guess he has to serve, another 140 some days? I don't even know if he's actually going to go back to jail. I really don't know. Because Jussie Smollett seems to have privilege because of his politics, even though he did something very, very dangerous, folks. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.